Welcome to another meeting of TV Holics Anonymous. Welcome to another meeting of TV Holics Anonymous. My name is Ruru and I am a TV Holic.
My name is Mimi and I'm a TV Holic. So this is part
So
2 of Singles Inferno, episode 6. So now we're at the point where Mina-sue decides to explore or make a move on Hyeon-woo. So she asked him if he wants to go for a chat. Hyeon-woo.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
He wants to go for it. So she wants to, she's asked, do you want to go for a chat? And he says, yeah, of course. And she said that he must have been surprised in that moment, no?
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
Because they never talk, really. They never ever talk.
5 days and you've said
and
nothing.
No interest. Yeah.
Yeah. So she said she's glad she got a chance to... So they go into one of the cabins and she says she's glad she got a chance to talk to him because he seems to be quite popular and there's always a girl or someone around him that's interested.
That's what I've noticed. She's always trying to big someone up before, like as in she's trying to like give people compliments so that they like her. It's like really like calculating.
Yeah. So she's trying to say that like he's so popular and there's always girls around you that are interested. So I've not had a chance to talk to you, like making herself the victim again. Like everyone else talked to you and I didn't have a chance. Now it's my chance and I'm gonna, look at me, I'm so cute.
Irritating.
So he says that to her, it seems like he's the type of guy that wouldn't leave a great first impression, but his true worth would come out once you get to know him after a bit of time, which I think is right with him. I think a lot of the girls feel like that, like you have to like dig a bit deeper in order to get a sense of
I like
him.
these kind of people where it's like it's not obvious what you are and it's like you're a slow burner and like you're an onion, you need to peel back the layers.
Yeah. She says that you seem so relaxed and confident. So, like, what's your secret? So, at this point, I'm like, what is this? A self-help? Are you trying to get more support? Are you trying to, like...
Yeah, she is. She's
not saying anything romantic.
She's looking for strategies. She's also looking for strategies and help from him in that way as well. Like, she's so crazy.
She's not asking him anything, like, romantic. This is not coming across as, like, I'm interested in you yet. And it doesn't. As it goes on, it doesn't.
Yeah, she was faking interest in him anyway, so you can't really fake things for very long.
Yeah, so she says, what's your secret? Because you seem so confident. Like, she says, like, I've been struggling recently, as you can probably tell. And he says, no, I didn't notice that at all. He said that you just seem like someone with standards, and that's really attractive. Like, all the guys have been talking about how we admire that you're truly yourself, and you don't hold back, and you act a certain way, and you don't act a certain way to impress anyone. It's attractive. So this is what I mean. Whatever. We don't know, like, these guys don't have enough. They don't know that she's like that.
No, maybe he's saying that because that's what they thought at first, and he's just remembering something good to say to her.
Because but in the meantime, Seung-il is like still like thinking about her. Like
Seung-il is like brain dead. I think he's like brain dead. Okay, because he hasn't noticed anything. Okay, he's brain dead.
So she got what she wanted. So the first thing is that she got compliments from him, which she wanted. Okay, she wants some compliments. She wants to reassure herself. She wants to feel support. She wants to feel loved. So she got that. Then the next thing is she starts to talk about Soobin again. There is no sign that you like Hyeon-woo here, okay? Because now we're talking about Soobin again. So she's like, she still has to talk to Soobin again, she says, and she
needs reassurance about Soobin from everyone.
She says, you're saying that all the guys admire me, but I can't be admired that much if the guy that she likes, as in Soobin, is hanging out with another girl. She's like, I'm trying to let it not affect me, but it's hurting my ego.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard at her right now, so hard.
And again, he pays her a compliment by saying, well, it's good that you're showing your feelings. Like, you shouldn't hide them. And she says,
I don't want to take fishing for compliments. He knows, so he's doing that.
Yeah, and then she says, I don't want to take Soobin away from her, from Hee-sun, because they look happy together. But then what about my feelings? So what is it? You're letting go of her. Oh my God. And also, what makes you think you can take him away from her? Like, you think that she really thinks that he's only not with me because I'm not really trying hard now. Like, this is on me. Like, if I want him, I could have him. Oh, God.
Yeah. That's what she's trying to delude herself into thinking. She's delusional, and that's what delusional people do.
Oh my God,
they create stories in their head, and then they want other people to kind of like, yes them. what's it called? Give them a nod to say, yeah, that's right. You're right.
Like
You're right. You're right.
when the hosts were trying to give her the benefit of the doubt when she was like struggling and she fainted apparently, and they're saying that like physically and mentally she's just a bit worn out. I was trying to also give her some benefit of the doubt, but when she
Yeah,
does
me
things like
too.
this,
At
but
one
then
point.
all her conversations and everything, like I can't give her this. I can't be
Because of
understanding.
because her ego is like too big. She's like so egocentric and like
Oh
she's
my
very
god,
like
it's too
she's very
much.
calculating. She's like narcissistic. She has like I think she's definitely got like narcissistic personality disorder. Like something's going on there. Something's going on there. It's not normal to
So
be
then,
like that.
yeah. So then she says she wants advice from him on what to do in this situation. So again, you like Hyun-woo? You asking him for advice on what to do with Subi? Bullshit.
It all
And
goes
the
down to
fact that
stupid
she
at the
told
end
the
of the day.
guy, but also the fact that she just came out of the bedroom and told the girls like, my new interest is Hyun-woo. So you
This
lied
is
to
also
them.
this is
You
also
lied
web of
to
lying.
them. This is crazy. So she's like, can you give me some
I
advice on
can't.
what to do with the Subian situation? Okay.
Yeah,
The role
I
of
can't wait till the reunion till she has to answer for all of this because they all have watched this and now they're gonna, like talk about it. They're all gonna have so many things to say. You lied
it's
about this. You lied
crazy.
about that. You lied. You
I'm
gaslit.
sorry. I'm the goal. The role of the rest of the guys that you like are the guys that you like. The role of the rest of these guys are not to cater to you and like to be your therapist. Okay,
Well,
that's
that's
not what
what
they're here for. Like you're trying to claim everyone as your friend and your love interest. Stop.
Mina-sue thinks it's her world and everyone else just lives in it, and it revolves around her. The
Yeah.
world revolves around her.
But I had a scary feeling while she was talking to Hwan Woo and trying to get advice and stuff from him. I did have a scary feeling at one point that Subin and her might actually happen at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Like, I'm scared about that, and I'll be so disappointed in you, Subin, if you do that. Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
so freaking disappointed because I'm
So
really liking him so far. Like a
Hwan
lot of
Woo,
the time, and
yeah,
I think he's got a strong personality, and it's like refreshing. I thought he'd just be like chasing after her like a puppy dog, but
yeah.
he's not, and it's good.
So Hwan Woo basically advises her that in this situation, just go for the most natural choice. If you're curious about someone else, you can try that too. Like go for whoever you want, like full heartedly. And he said, don't overthink it. Don't hide your true self. Just go with your gut feeling.
She needs to hide her true self. She needs to. She always needs to. Please.
Yeah. So then Mina-sue, in her confessional, says, now that I've talked to Hwan Woo, I'm really fond of him and he's genuinely sincere. And out of all the guys she's attracted to, he sits top of her list.
Okay, whatever.
Bullshit.
That's a bullshit list that keeps changing every 5 seconds. Okay, it
You
makes no
did
sense.
nothing to show your interest in Hwan Woo. And he
Yeah,
did nothing to show his interest in you because all he did was spend time therapizing you with Soo Bin. So
yeah.
how is he at the top of the fucking list? I don't get.
It's all her lies. Like she can't even keep up with her own lies. Like she's
So
convincing herself of stuff as well. Like I don't know if she's convincing herself of stuff
I
or
think
like
she
she's just
also
making it up.
misinterprets situations. So the fact that he was showing her care and support, maybe
Kindness.
she probably took and kindness, yeah, she took it as he likes me, yay, he's at the top of my list. Whoever likes her and shows interest in her goes to the top of the list. I can't. And the host in this moment, when she says that, she does that confessional where she's like, he's at the top of my list. As soon as she says that, the host bursts out laughing. Like, that's the
Yeah,
scene.
because it is comical. It's comical at this point. Like everyone's been at the top of her list at one point or the other.
But the shocker is Sung-hun is number 2 in her list.
Oh, whatever.
Another lie.
That's the biggest lie of them
But
all.
she says that, but then she quickly takes it back. She goes, and number 2 is Sung-hun in my list. But then she's like, oh, actually, no. I can't seem to shake my attraction to Sung-il. But he seems like the kind of guy that I should not be attracted to because, there's someone who wants him all to herself,
Oh
referring to
yeah.
Minji. She says,
So she's
she
trying to
said she's
poison
scared.
the crew, the crew
Yeah,
and the
and
producers
and
against
and these
Minji.
are these are crazy words because she says there's someone that wants him all to herself, Minji. I'm scared. I'm scared of her.
Yeah, but that's what the poisoning. She's poisoning the cast and the crew, the producers now. And I really feel like she thinks that Minji is her biggest competition on the whole show, and she's very, very scared of her. So she needs other people to think
She's
badly of her.
no wonder her brain is like fatigued because
Right.
she's like working on all different fronts. Like now she's trying to make the girls the bad people. Why don't you, instead of making the girls the bad people, why don't you just focus on yourself and realize the guys don't want you not because of the girls, they don't want you because of you. Okay, nothing to do with the girls, and they're trying to wean their way in. It's nothing to do with the fact that the girls are trying to make you look bad. It's nothing to do with the fact that the girls like don't like you and they want to and they want to see you faint and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah,
they
you are
don't
bad.
care. It's because the guys don't like you because of you, not because of the girls.
It's your nasty personality.
None of the girls have said anything nasty about you to them, so
You need to clean up that nasty personality because it's starting to stink. Okay, it's starting to stink.
ugh.
Smell it through the screen.
So So in this whole list of people that she likes now, she's not mentioned Subin at all, by the way. Which she's in that list, she didn't mention Subin, and the hosts were like, "That's a
And
lie again." She does still
yeah,
like him because the whole Hyun-woo situation, everyone she talks to, she's talking about Subin.
yeah, exactly. He's the top of
Oh
her
my
list
God.
always because
So
I think he's the top of her list because he's not interested in her, and that's why she's chasing him constantly because she can't take the fact that like I'm Mina-sue and like this guy can't just dump me. I would dump him kind of situation in her head.
yeah,
She's like, I don't even think she really likes him like that. I think it's
and
just he gets under her skin.
And the Seung-il thing, I'm starting to feel like she's weaponizing the Seung-il situation to make this a girl versus girl thing, and
Yeah,
to
yeah,
basically fan the fire of the girls don't like me. So
yeah,
now she's just saying like, oh, Minji won't let me do it. The girls won't let me do this. So the Seung-il thing is going to be now if I go for him, she's going to hate me. You don't actually like him. You're just using it as an example that look what they're doing to me, kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Um, then one of the hosts say that she does like Seung-il, but she's just worried about how Minji's going to react. I don't think that's the case. That's not true. She doesn't actually like Seung-il.
I don't
They
know.
just they're just determined to see the best in her, like constantly. Like they have moments where they're like, oh, she's too much, but then they always try and bring, like you said, they have to be careful
Yeah, yeah,
to
they have to
going
be
too hard
careful
on her.
because they could be hated as well, like nationally
Yeah,
and like internationally. So they're careful. They when they speak, they think. Unlike Mina-sue, she
yeah.
doesn't think before she speaks.
So the next day is day 5, and they're all at breakfast. And again, Mina-sue's eyes are darting around all over the place because she's looking at
Oh
Subin and
yeah, yeah,
Hasun, which is more proof of the fact that he's number 1 on your list.
yeah,
But it just feels like at this breakfast, it feels like she's just playing the victim card. Like she's purposely not
yeah.
talking to anyone so that she looks like she's lonely and she's not with anyone. And the whole time at the breakfast, there was like this whole tension building up, and they kept showing Mina-sue. I really felt like she was just going to get up from the table and say something in front of everyone. I was like
Oh,
holding
I
my
don't think
breath.
that. I don't think that
Because she wants
because
to create
she
some
is.
drama. She's that
No,
drama
but she
girl.
is. No, she is scared of people. She is a pussy at the end of the day. I think so because that's why she's always scared of Minji, and she's always trying to poison people against Minji. She doesn't have the balls to like
Stand up, yeah,
really,
to say something to
yeah,
her
stand up
face.
for herself.
That's
Yeah.
true. She is naturally a pussy. Yeah.
That's why she like she's a sniper from the side. Like she's always trying to get people from the
Stab from the
side.
side.
Yeah,
Stab from
because
the
she can't go
side.
directly at anyone. She can't have confrontation directly, so she always tries to poison instead.
Yeah.
And
So
that's a
these kind of,
weakness in character.
again, like these dating shows, it's no place for like people that have egos. You're gonna get hurt. Like you're gonna get rejected. I
It's
don't
also not for crazy people. It's not for the crazy.
know. She's just like hell bent on feeling like she's being humiliated, and she thinks she's coming across as pathetic. But then like,
But
but
she
then,
is. She's right.
that's her victim mentality. But she
She's creating.
verbalizes this. She is looking like she is being humiliated, and she is coming across
No,
as
but she's the
pathetic.
creator of all this, of all
But
her problems. She created all her
but
problems, then she wants to cry
but
about
if
it.
she's got the worst problems, what about Ye-jin? Like, what about Hyun-jae? He's not being a victim. He's
Yeah, yeah.
proactively going about things the right way.
Yeah, no
So
one's sitting there crying about their problems.
it's just ridiculous. Um, then she goes on to say, like, no one finds a pathetic girl attractive, so I'm no longer going to get to know a guy who makes me feel like that again. You said, like, I don't
I
know.
don't
Like,
know
I think this is in the
what's wrong with her.
confessional. She was like, I'm not going to be the pathetic girl. No one finds a pathetic girl attractive. I'm no longer going to get to know a guy who is just not giving me anything. But let's be honest, if he shows you a sign of like interest, you're going to run back to him. So she's just doing that to save face. So
But she hasn't really, has she? She's just
yeah,
been like a lunatic. She's been like running around like a lunatic on the show.
so then they're
It's
back
a bit
in
late. It's a bit late to save face.
they're back in their dormitories in their rooms, and again Minji is sitting across from Mina-sue, and
Oh yeah, this was
Minji,
hard to watch. This was hard to watch for me.
yeah, So Mina-sue says she doesn't want to get to know Soobin anymore because he makes her feel like shit. And literally, she says that. And then Minji says, well, didn't he express that he likes you? And Mina-sue said, well, he only did that in the beginning, but now he's with another girl every day, and he's acting like they're in a relationship. And then Minji tries to give her some advice, and she's like, well, you can't think that way because he's hardly talked to anyone apart from you again, this has only been 5 days, right? So he's like, he hasn't talked to anyone apart from you, like, he's hardly talked to anyone, so he's just getting to know someone new, Hee-sun. So Mina-sue says, well, that's fine, but he's not considering how that affects me. And she said, like, we don't like that kind of behavior.
Minji can see that Mina-sue is a very like prickly, dangerous person. That's why she's so careful when she's speaking to her. And so I think she feels like really like vulnerable, like not vulnerable. Like she feels vulnerable to like Mina-sue doing something to her.
Yeah,
as well.
So the fact that she was like, well, even though he's getting to know someone, he's not thinking about how it affects me. It's not about you. Anyway, but Minji says, I don't think that's true. I think he does care. He's going about it in like a reasonable way.
She's not saying anything that Mina-sue wants to hear. That's why Mina-sue hates her more now.
And then Mina-sue says, whatever, I'm rooting for the two of them. I don't want to be the person to come between them. Again, it's not your choice. So what's the point instead? Like,
yeah, she's gross.
If that was the case, you wouldn't. If you really are rooting for them and you were fine with it, you wouldn't say anything about it. You wouldn't keep bringing him up in conversation. You wouldn't keep bringing him up in conversation and saying this to Hyun-woo and trying to saying it to Sung-hun and everything. If you really cared and you're rooting for them, you're genuinely not happy for them. That means. So stop saying it. It's annoying.
Yeah, you liar.
Then Minji basically is like trying to figure out what's going on. So she's like, well, if you talk to him again, Soobin, do you think you're going to change your mind? Again. She even adds like, again? You're going to change your mind? So Mina-sue says no. She's saving face. She's like, no, even if he talks to me, I'm not going to change my mind. But Minji doesn't believe her. In that moment, Minji's like, yeah, sure.
We don't believe her as an audience. Minji doesn't believe her, and the hosts don't believe her either, okay? No one believes her.
Then I'm dying at this point because Mina-sue's got balls. She then decides to start up with Minji. She goes, so...
No, I don't think she has balls. She's just putting like little feelers out there to see what happens, like to see what kind of reception she'll get from Minji.
Yeah, and then be the victim again. So Mina-sue then starts on, she goes, Minji, so Seung-il.
She tries to be all cute about it as well. Like
Minji has a face like thunder at first.
She's
scared. Minji's scared. She's got a face like thunder, and she asks Minji if are things going well with you and Seung-il. And Mina,
she doesn't say it like that. She says it all like this. Oh, Minji, like are things going well with you and Seung-il? She's like all crumpled up.
But before Mina-sue even finishes her sentence, she goes, "Is things going well?" Minji quickly says, "Yes, things are going well." So it's like she doesn't even let Mina-sue finish her question because she knows where she's going with it.
Well done.
She knows where she's going with it. So then Mina-sue says, "I don't know what to do about him," as in Seung-il. And then Minji says, "We'll do whatever you want." Bearing in mind, the day before, when they were on the bed, Minji asked her, "Do you still have feelings for Seung-il?" And she said, "No, there's nothing romantic there." Okay? Exactly. So this is the next day. And she goes, "I don't know what to do with him, like with Seung-il. Like, I don't know where my head's at with him." And Minji says, "Look, do whatever you want. I'm going to continue doing my thing too." So, very cool about it. Mina-sue then goes on to say, "I guess I'm worried about what you will think. Like, I'm the victim. I'm scared of you." And Minji doesn't say anything. They cut out of that scene.
Good.
And they cut out the scene.
Well played, Minji. I feel so bad for Minji in this situation because it's so stressful to be around a chaotic, like, chaos demon like that. Like, it's hard.
There's a certain kind of person like that constantly goes back to the people. She only goes back to the people that are rejecting her.
Yeah.
Her real draw is to the people that have rejected her. Soobin and Seung-il have kind of rejected her, and she has to go back to them. You've got these other people that may be interested in you or whatever, Sung-hun and, some other potential people, and you keep going back to the people that reject you because you can't stand rejection.
Yeah, and that's why she goes after like the alpha female as well, because she feels like, no, it should be me that everyone likes, and I should be the most popular, and I should be the best, and I should
Yeah.
be like this, and I need to take her down so I can
Yeah.
be like the queen bee.
So then, much to my detest, Seung-il knocks on the door and asks Mina-sue for a chat instead of Minji.
Oh my god, this was so gross.
Oh
I
god.
felt so sad for like Minji. Like it was so
And then
horrible.
and then the host picked up on and I picked up on how she came out of the room dancing.
Yes. Oh my
Remember
god,
that?
that was horrific. Because
Oh
that was just to
my god.
throw
Like,
in. That was
I got to go
yeah,
with Seung-il kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. It's just like that other girl that I was telling you about. Like, she used to do things like that as well. And then like kind of like rub it in your face, like subtly but not so subtly. It's
Yeah.
exactly the same. It's
Oh my
gross
god.
behavior, and I can't believe she must have felt like crying inside Minji
Well,
because
she
like
said it. She said, "I'm trying to keep it together," but you can see she's losing her cool.
what's that
She
song?
said
Trying to
straight
keep it
away.
together, but I'm falling apart.
Yeah.
That one.
So Minji is like trying to keep it together because
Hmm.
Joo-young's there as well in front of her, and Joo-young saw Mina-sue leave with Seung-il, and she did that little dance. So Minji's like trying to keep it together, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just not feeling very well." And she was like, "But it's nothing to do with what just happened. Nothing to do with Mina-sue and Seung-il. She's just trying to cover herself."
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
feel so
I
bad
felt so
for
bad for
her,
her. Yeah.
but I don't know why Joo-young is like so like besties with that stupid twat, Mina-sue. And
Yeah.
like Ji-yeon was like, "Oh look, she clocked straight away that yeah, it was it like."
Yeah,
And
I
she like
think
you
like
see
I
a
said
smile
last
creep on her
time that
face. I didn't like that.
she does know about Minasu's limitations as a person. She says that so then Minji says in her confessional she was bothered obviously by the fact that he wanted to chat with Mina-sue instead of her, but she did her best to try breath she did her best to
She's her
try keep
breath.
it she tried her
She's
best
her
to keep
breath.
it together. So yeah, again, I felt bad. So Seung-il says that he wanted to talk to Mina-sue the night before, but so he tells Mina-sue, "I wanted to talk to you the night before, but you were with Sung-hun." And they show a clip of him, which was interesting, coming up to the table when they were in the kitchen and saying, "Oh, when you guys are finished, can I talk to you, Mina-sue?" And I'm surprised he didn't like jump at that chance at that moment. But okay, anyway. Um, she just said that, look, I was just going through it in that moment. I was really stressed last night with the situation with Subin, saying he gave her a chocolate and he went to paradise with her and then told her he liked her and she thought they were getting closer, but he's spending all his time with
Wait,
Hyeon now.
is he talking? Is she talking to Seung-il right
She's
now?
talking to Seung-il, yeah. So again, she brings up Subin straight away.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
So,
anything that's bothering her, she can't keep it to herself.
but it's always
She's
Subin. With all these guys she talks to, it's always about Subin. But yet he's not number one on your list. And also, all
Do you
these
think she's
guys
in denial
that
to herself as well at the same time? Like she's in denial in her own mind as well. Like
so
she doesn't know.
she's a hypocrite because she says I was really stressed out about the situation with Subin because he said he gave me a chocolate, he went to paradise with me, and he said he liked me, and I thought we were getting closer, but now he's spending all this time with Hee-sun, so now I'm stressed. I'm sorry, but you did all those same things, and you said you liked Sung-min, the optician, in
Oh
front of
yeah.
him, and you sat next to Seung-il. So he's messed up. You're gaslighting him again. You're saying he's the problem because he did all those things.
Yeah.
He only went to Heston because you did all those things at the campfire and were being
Oh my god, I
weird.
never want to encounter this woman. Like I think my head might explode.
Oh God. But then
Good
at
luck.
the end of it, she wraps it up by saying, "But by the way, anyway, that ship sailed, so I'm going to leave it and I'm going to be happy for them." Okay, doesn't sound
Now
like
I'm
it.
going after you. Now I'm going after you. What about you?
God. She then also says that I was really stressed also out. I was really stressed out because of you. So this is her turning attention to Sung-il.
Oh my god, she's
And
exhausting.
then he started getting his hopes up and she says, "But Minji kind of bothers me a lot."
Yeah, so now she's poisoning Sung-il as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's poisoned the producers, she's poisoned
Yeah,
Sung-hoon,
now she's
she's
pointing Sung-il.
poisoned who
Like,
else?
how do you have the balls? You know Sung-il and Minji are close. You have the balls to say to him like
Because
try and turn him
he's an
without thinking
airhead.
he's gonna be like, how dare you? But
There's
he is an
nothing going
airhead,
on
so yeah.
upstairs there. There's nothing
Yeah.
going on upstairs in Sung-il's head, okay? He's not gonna understand
So
what she's doing. He doesn't
so
understand.
she's
He's the stupidest I think he's the stupidest guy in the whole cast. What do you think? Like he can't clock on to anything.
But none
Like
of them are clocking on. They all think she's like
no,
admirable.
I think no, I don't. I think the other people are realizing that she wants attention and stuff. They don't think that she's like who she says she like she's not like Minju how they
Yeah.
thought before. But
So
I think that Seung-il does not realize anything at all.
yeah. So she says that I got the feeling that you were approaching me and I wanted to get to know you, Seung-il, but I kept thinking about how Minji would feel if I approached you and, if we were alone together. I really care about how she feels and I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Okay, so you come across as like the nice person to Seung-il and Minji is like the scary bad girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Seung-il says that here's the thing, I would still be talking to Minji and she knows how I feel about her even if I was talking to her. She is my first choice. He says, I'm still attracted to you though. It's an easy assumption to make that because more time has passed, my feelings for Minji would have grown. But it's not as easy as that. It's not as simple as that. That's why I want to take some time to get to know you. And he wants to get to know Mina-sue.
Well,
So,
I just
so
want to
no,
fuck
he says
him.
that last part on the confessional. In the confessional, he says that like it's an easy assumption to make that because more time has passed and I've been with Minji for like 5 days, it seems, that the feelings would just grow. But it's not that simple. Like I want to get to know Mina-sue still, because maybe they haven't grown as much as he's thinking. I don't know.
No, but just the last episode, he was like, remember they were sitting outside and he waited for her. I mean, she
Yeah,
waited for
yeah.
him, and he was
But
like,
again,
"That's what
time is a
that's
very
you're for me, because you
again
did
to
that."
us it feels like a month has passed. But
No, yeah,
it's such a
because it's
short
like
amount of
long
time.
episodes.
Like
But
he
also,
said,
he just told her that you're the one for me. Remember, he just said that to her when they were sitting there outside on that,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
she was waiting for him because that you really touched me in my heart, like, and no one
Yeah,
does that
but
for me.
there's
No
a
one
lot of
here would ever do
conversations we
that for
don't
me.
know as well because when he said that he wants to talk to Mina-sue, Minji was also aware of that. He's been wanting to talk to her for that time. So there are lots of conversations that I'm sure. So I think after that conversation, he may have even said something like, I will at some point call Mina-sue to like clarify my feelings. So I think
Yeah, yeah,
Minji's not reacted shocked really in any of this and not been upset with Seung-il because
yeah.
in it for us out of the blue he came and wanted to speak to Mina-sue. We would have been like what the hell? Where did that come from?
No, but
It
he
would have
has
been
been
within
communicating to
Minji's
her.
right. If Minji was shocked, she would have been within her rights to be like, what?
No,
That's so
but she has said it
random.
as well. She said that
But
I
I
know that
think
he wants to talk to you and things like
yes,
that.
that's what I mean. So I think she knows, and I think he probably said even before this conversation with Mina-sue
Yeah.
again, I'm going to pull her aside. So I think he's going about it in the right way because
But he
Minji's
better
not
not
getting
fuck
cut
it up
off.
with Mindy because she's not going to give him another chance. Like if he goes like to paradise with
Yeah.
with Mina Sue, she's not gonna like take him back. I don't think.
Yeah. Then the hosts again try and give Mina-sue the benefit of the doubt. They're like, the way she's moving is weird, but they're saying that she's only behaving like this because it's stressful in Inferno. Jin-young also says there could be a chance that she's going to look back on this and be like when she watches it back to herself and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was like that. This is nothing like me. But
Very true. She's gonna pretend that it's nothing like her. Like her fake. She
but
doesn't have a
but it,
personality. She just
but I don't think so. I think your true character like
yeah.
is more
She
likely
should,
to
but
come
she's
out.
gonna pretend to herself and pretend to others that it was nothing like her. But it is her.
If any way you behave like this, whether it's uncharacteristic of you or not normally, you know that if she's in high stress situations, she's likely to be like this. So that's
Yeah.
life. Life, you're gonna have situations like this. So you're just gonna like be like, oh, that's just the way she is when she's stressed out. Like, no, that's not the way to behave.
Gross.
Then Jin-young asked a stupid question of at the moment, Seung-il has had third place choice. Do you think he could go above Hyun-woo and take his first place? And the rest of the hosts say yes. because Hyun-woo was never at the top, and anyone who gives her attention, they're just going to go straight to the top. So they're like, yes, he's going straight to the top,
Not
Jin-young.
necessarily because Subin doesn't give her attention, and that's why he's at the top, really, as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then he asked another question, and then he asked another question. Can Sung-hun ever make it to first place? No, he's never going to make it to the
No,
top.
he's never. She doesn't like him at all. Okay, she
And
doesn't
then
like
he
him at
asked,
all.
Mina-sue said she wanted to have another conversation to end things with Subin, right? She said that to Sung-hun. She said that to Sung-gil, I think. She said, I do want to have another conversation with Subin and end things. And then Jin-young the host asked, well, do you think if she does have another conversation with Subin, if he gives her any hope, do you think he could go to number one? And everyone's like, yes!
Oh my
Duh!
god.
Oh,
Where's the point? What is the point in
this is a
having a
stupid
conversation about
question.
that stupid
Yes,
girl?
yes, anyone who shows attention to her is going to go to number one, especially Subin. And she's going to gloat in the fact that she took him away from Hye-sun, let's be honest.
Yeah. And then she's gonna dump him. That's what
These
will
guys,
happen.
the guys are
She
just so
loses interest.
simple. Every time she talks to one of the guys to get sympathy about everything, I'm worried about what the girls will think and stuff. They just believe her straight away. It's so manipulative.
Yeah.
Like, they're so simple, these men.
Yeah,
Simplest of
yeah.
the simple, yeah. So then I completely forgot about the Paradise people because they end up coming back at this point.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about them because when they cut to like them coming in, I was like,
Me
oh,
too.
they could just cancel. They could just get rid of all of them right now.
Yeah, because it's just the Mina-sue show, really. It's become the Mina-sue circus. Like she's the what's they called, the circus conductor, or what's
So
it called?
the Mina-sue show is there. The side shows is the side show is Go-eun because there's yet to be determined what's going to go on there. There's
Oh
no
yeah, yeah, yeah. We still got to
there's
talk
no
about all that as well. Oh my god,
there's
there's so
no
much to talk about.
clarity. Yeah. So Go-eun tells as they're walking in, Egon is
Igor.
trying to be cool again, coming in, you know, because he talks about how he
Yeah.
wants to be nanny, and so he's got his hands in his pockets. So Go-eun's like, take your hands out of your pockets, like act cool. And then all the new guys specifically are checking out the new guy. All the guys as they enter, they're like noticing the
Yeah.
guy more than the girl. They're like, oh my god, because they're just worried about their girls being taken away at this point.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
not really looking out
Yeah.
for the new girl. They had their one-on-one chats with her, and they
No,
don't
but the
think any
new
of them
girl
really
doesn't
like
come
her.
in. No, the new girl doesn't come in with them. It's the two old girls
Oh
and
yeah,
him.
yeah. So they're noticing the guy straight away, and they're saying his shoulders are so big, and they're kind of intimidated by him and his physique.
Yeah.
So Egon sits down at the table. Yeah, all the guys are checking him out, and Seung-il says in his confessional that he comes across as quite confident. So I'm sure that a lot of girls will like him. Sung-hun says the same thing. He's like very attractive. Hyun-woo looks really jealous. But he says that I'm really too deep in with Go-eun already, so there's unlikely any chance of me like changing my mind, even if he does like her.
Yeah. And also, he's like, he's again, he's giving his serial killer vibes there.
Yeah. Seung-il comments that Go-eun's face is glowing when she comes in, and she says, "Oh, thanks to Paradise." So the shocker for me was that the girls who went to Paradise didn't know what guys went to Paradise. So
Oh yeah.
and having arrived back at Inferno, Go-eun was quick to realize that Sung-min had left. And she said that she's the most worried that the new girl getting on with him, which was surprising. She's still looking out for Sung-min.
Because it's one of her love interests, that's why. Like she wants to be able to choose like who she wants in the end. So she wants to keep them all in play, and then decide who she wants.
Yeah, but I think it's enough to know that
She hasn't got to know them. It's only been 5 days.
No, but I think for her it's enough to know that Hyun-woo is all in on her and this Egon guy, because if you know that the guys that you like, if you genuinely don't like Sung-min, you would be like, I've got enough. I've got 2 guys and I do like these 2 guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick one. She genuinely must like Sung-min.
Yeah. I think she genuinely likes all 3 of them in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, they all have different things about them that she likes, and she wants to decide herself. So that's why she wants to keep them all in play.
So then Mina-sue decides to stir some crap again, and she's like, Joo-young, I'm really interested in seeing what your face is going to look like out of everyone when the guys come back. Making Joo-young feel like nervous about Jae-jin and this new girl getting on. Yeah. And Joo-young says, well, I'm just going to try and do my best to keep a poker face. Specific, you know, at this point, Joo-young looked really pretty, by the way. Do you see the red jean jacket? And she looked really nice. I really liked her like that. Yeah. So the new girl comes in with Sung-min and Jae-jin, and this speaks to her character. She's the first person to say like, wow, she's so pretty, and even prettier up close. Like none of the other girls, they're all intimidated by her, and they're all like out for number one. But no one else says that, let alone Mina-sue would never say that. So this whole narrative that Mina-sue's trying to spin, that Minji's a hater, and she's like not a girl's girl, and she's like trying to stop me from talking to everyone, doesn't make sense, because Minji says things like this, like, oh, the new girl's so pretty, like that's not a
Minji's a genuine human being.
that's not the sign of a hater, and the way you're depicting her is just not being supported by that. So Joo-young says that the new girl, she really seems quite nervous about the new girl. She's like, the new girl seems really bright and bubbly and cute. But then she does say, I feel like I don't have anything to worry about, though, in her confessional. Uh-oh.
Dun,
Sorry to
dun,
burst your bubble.
dun.
So Ha-eun and Sung-min, like Ha-eun starts talking straight away. They talk about what they ate in paradise and the food. And Go-eun's not very happy with how chatty I think Ha-eun's being. And the fact that
Yeah.
they're talking about their paradise trip. And she
Yeah,
can't
she's
stop
worried.
looking at Sung-min.
Yeah, it's just
Have
a
you noticed
jealousy
that, right?
thing. I don't think she's going to end up with him. Who do you think she's going to? Because she's got those three guys. Who do you think she'll end up with right at the end?
I really don't know at this point. I really don't
I
know.
don't know either. I don't know either.
I have no idea.
It's
That's
got
why,
to.
but this is why. So the hosts say I-geon is not talking very much in the group, which is true. He's just like very
Yeah,
passive, like sitting there.
yeah, because
And
he wants to
Ha-eun
know.
on the
He
other,
wants to find out all the information. And that's the best way
yeah,
to find out information. Just sit back and listen to everything.
and Ha-eun on
So
the
he's
other
being
hand is really
calculated.
chatty. Ha-eun's really chatty
Yeah.
on the other hand. So I think that in general, like I think this is really interesting. I feel like I'm not solid on anyone. I feel like in the previous seasons, by this point, well, I don't know if they've dragged out the days or whatever it is, but I feel like I'm not sure who Go-eun's going to be. I don't know who people are going to be with at the
Um.
end. Like,
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know.
know who
Right at
Mina-sue
this
is going to
point. At
be
this point.
with. I don't know who Seung-il's going to. I don't know. So
Well,
anyway,
there's 10 episodes, so we're only on episode
yeah,
6 here.
yeah. So
We're
we go
barely
to the
over the
girls.
halfway mark.
We go to the girls' room, and Hyun is asked her first impressions of the guys because they're like, "You did these dates, the little mini dates as well as Paradise with everyone." And what were your first impressions? And she says, well, she picked her Paradise dates based on one, who the strange, intriguing guy was, which Minji quickly says, oh, obviously that's Jae-jin, and everyone knows that. And then she goes, then I picked the person I was most comfortable talking to in those little mini dates, and that was Sungmin. But she does say she's most attracted to Jae-jin though. And the hosts are quite shocked with how she's just come in and she's so open with everyone. But to be fair, from her perspective, there's no time to dilly-dally around this stuff. She has to be
Yeah,
open. She's only got 4
you're
days,
right.
so
You're
it
right.
makes sense. And then Hyun asked everyone in the room, does everyone have someone you're attracted to? Like, are you locked in with someone? Not locked in, but do you have one person that you're interested in? And
Yeah.
Minji says straight away, Seung-il. And then Mina-sue looks over at her straight away. Obviously. Heston says Subin. She says, I'm all in on Subin. Again, Mina-sue looks over at her, gives her dagger looks.
So jealous. Like
But
inside,
I'm the girl's girl and everyone hates me. Okay.
she's like seething inside. You can
Yeah.
see.
So then Ye-jin starts talking, and she says that the date that she had with I-geon, she's felt the most comfortable she's been since she's been to Inferno. Which, mate, like, okay. There's nothing going on
Whatever.
with you and I-geon. Yes, you felt comfortable because he was your support, like your therapist, yeah. She said he's a good conversationalist and fun to talk to. And the more you talk to him, the more attractive he becomes. And Go-eun says the same thing. She's like mimicking, and she's saying, yeah, that's how I feel too. So then the
I think he's
guys
really
are,
conceited. I think he's like really conceited
yeah, I do as
and
well.
annoying.
So
Yeah.
the guys then asked I-geon in their room, the boys' room, how his mini dates went. He said they were better than I expected. And Sung-min and Hyeon-woo in general look quite sad because like they're worried about Go-eun.
Yeah.
Seung-il says, I hear you like refined and demure girls. You know they do his voice like this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They give
His
him
voice
this
is
really
interesting.
funny voice, like, I hear you like refined and demure girls. And Eagle's like, oh, word spreads fast, I guess. Like everyone's talking about me when else I was in paradise. And
Yeah,
Seung-il
that boosted
says,
his ego as well. Like, oh, they're all threatened by me. Like, I bet
yeah.
he thought that.
Then Seung-il asked if I-geon's paradise dates were based on his type, and then he says, no, I don't think. I don't think Go-eun comes across as demure, so no, I didn't pick her based on my type. But Ye-jin, yes, is the closest to my type. And he says he was quite drawn to Go-eun, and Hyeon-woo quickly checks if. This is so funny because as soon as he says that, Hyeon-woo was like, "Well, are you left or right-handed?"
Yeah, and then Sungmin like clocked that straight away and was like, "You're so
It's just like
competitive."
you guys are so competitive. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And so Sung-hun's like got no idea what's going on here. He's like, "Why are you asking that, by the way?" Because he's like
Yeah,
clueless.
most of them don't have any idea. Like only people who are
We
into
obviously
Go-eun
know.
would know.
We obviously know.
Yeah.
And I-geon says I'm right-handed, so Hyun-woo is like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the only left-handed person." So Hyun-woo, yeah, so he doesn't give it away though, because Sung-hun asks, "Why did you ask him that?" And Hyun-woo says, "Oh, no reason." Sung-min laughs, and that's when he says, "Oh my god, you're so competitive." He didn't give it away as well, Sung-min,
Yeah.
but he knew. Jae-jin then asks Hyun-jae. Interestingly, and this is why I thought that he still likes Joo-young. Jae-jin asks Hyun-jae, "Did anything interesting happen in Inferno yesterday whilst we were not there, whilst we were in paradise?" And Hyun-jae says, "Oh, it was pretty much paradise for me. I loved it here. I was so happy because I got to be with Ji-yeon." And Seung-il was like, "Yeah, you couldn't wipe the smile off this guy's face. He was spazzing. He was so happy all day." He didn't say buzzing. That's me, like ad-libbing. But Hyun-jae says, "Yeah, it was my day. It was Hyun-jae's day." And
I thought that
Seung-il's
was
like,
really cute.
"Hyun-jae's day. Hyun-jae's day."
I really like Hyun-jae. I really like him. Like
Yeah,
he's
I like
really
Hyun-jae.
like nice and
I do
sweet.
like him. That's why I'm actually happy with Ji-young's scenario, like either way.
Me too, me
So
too.
what do you think of the fact that Jae-jin was quick to ask that? Does it not
I
show
don't
that
know
he's still
what to
interested
say.
in Ji-young?
Yeah, but also I think he does like the other girl more, and I think I'm happy with that. I want it to go that way.
Or do you think he's asking because he wants to know if he lets down Ji-young, she's got someone?
Yeah, maybe a bit of both. Maybe, but he's just feeling it out. He's always very hard to read, don't you think? He's quite hard
Yeah,
to read. He
yeah.
guards his like
But
mind
when
very
he
well.
said that when he said that, "Oh, I was so happy and stuff," it was like it was my paradise here. Jae-jin did do this thing of like, ah, like he went, "Ooh, okay."
Yeah, because he's like now he's got two
So I think
options
he
and he
does
wants to
like
keep them
Joo-young,
both
yeah.
in place. Like, no, yeah, he obviously likes her, but he said that he
Yeah.
was rearing more towards the other girl on their date. Remember?
So then we have it's time for a game.
Oh,
So it's a guys' game. It's the trench game. This is definitely a nod
this is the most
towards
physical they've
physical
been.
100. Yeah, this is a physical 100 game
Yeah, but also this is
because
the most physical it's been because even like the other seasons when they've had like physical
oh my
games and
god,
men,
scratches and everything.
this
Yeah.
is like
So
yeah, everyone's totally scratched up and bleeding and stuff in this one like
yeah.
a lot.
So this is what they classify as a strength tournament. The guys' game. They have to fight for a ball and
It
they
was
have
so
like a
cute how
minute.
Mindy was like so worried the whole time, like for everyone.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
Seung-il, she was worried for everyone. Like she's such a genuine, like nice person.
Yes. So 1 minute you have to the person that's holding the ball at the end of the minute wins. They can go into overtime, and if they go after overtime, they have a flag grab. So if that
Yeah.
doesn't work out, so Minji quickly notes when they all come out, like, "Ooh, they look so hot." So the announcer says that first and second place will get to choose one of the girls to go on a special meal date with, which is fried chicken and ice cold beer. So the host and everyone's like, "Oh, fried chicken, fried chicken." Anyway, they all love it. So the hosts think that Hyun-jae, Hyun-woo, and Soobin are best placed to win in this. What did you? Yeah, I think that was
What
right.
did they say?
Hyun-jae
And
is quite
Hyun,
determined to go on a date with Ji-young
yeah,
because
and
he's off to
Hyun-woo
paradise. Hyun-woo because he's big, and
and who? And
Soobin because of
Subin.
his
Oh yeah.
baseball, his sporting background, which I
Yeah,
think
but
makes sense.
Subin is a bit skinny. He is a bit skinny, and
Yeah,
also
but then
so
what is his competition?
Minjo.
There are more skinny people than him. I mean, Sung-hun,
Yeah, true, true.
Jae-jin.
Jae-jin.
So the
Yeah.
first battle is between Seung-il and Sung-hun.
I thought Sung-il would win because he's very like definitely does jujitsu. I can
Yeah,
tell
so
that he does jujitsu.
that's my
Something
guess
like
as
that.
well. I didn't think Sung-in would win, and Sung-il does win. They first move the ball out. Well, Sung-il grabs the ball, moves it out of the way so that they can grapple and fight. And the girls are all like saying, "Be careful, be careful! The ball's over there. Like, why can't you just play the game?"
But
Like,
mainly it's Minji saying that
yeah,
because
yeah,
she's really worried for everyone's
yeah.
safety.
So Sung-il wins, and the hosts say, like the fact that he put in so much effort and he's so scratched up, like what does that mean? Is he really fighting to go with Minji?
Yeah,
He's already been with her,
I
so why
feel
would he
like,
be like
okay,
that?
what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Or is he because he wants to choose another girl? So yeah, I mean, my thought was that yes, because he wants to go with Mina-sue. He's already been to Minji Paradise with
Yeah,
Minji, and if he showed interest just before with Mina-sue, it makes sense to
yeah,
go with
and that's
her
what
so he
she
can
thinks as
really
well.
clarify his feelings. Minji thinks the same as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And the hosts say that Minji's going to be pissed if that happens, but I think Minji knows that, and I don't think she's going to mind
Yeah.
because they've been to Paradise. He needs to get clarity, and the
No,
best
I
way he's
think
going to get
obviously
clarity.
she'll mind. Obviously she'll
No,
mind. Are you
she will
insane?
mind. She
It's the
will
guy
mind
that
in
you
that.
go with,
No,
that
she will mind in
you
that. She
like.
will feel, but she will mind in that way. But she can't shout and scream about it. Is what I mean.
Yeah,
She
she's not gonna
can't
shout
be
and scream
like,
about it,
Seung-il,
but she
you're a
might.
fucking idiot, can
Yeah, but she
she?
might distance herself a bit from him because she
Yeah,
might
that's
feel
fine.
like,
Whatever she wants to do with
like
that,
this is
that's
not right.
fine. That's fine. But I don't. But I think he will. I think he's within his
I
rights to
didn't
do that
like
as
that.
well. I
I
think he's
didn't
within
like
his
that
rights to
because
do
he's
that.
so brain dead. He can't see what
He doesn't know
Mina-sue's
what she's
like.
like. The thing is
Yeah,
with Seung-il, he doesn't know what she's like, and the only way he's going to know what she's like for him is like if I go to Paradise. He doesn't
yeah,
know.
true.
He at the moment he thinks Mina-sue is like okay, she's just an option. Like why don't
But
I
she's gonna
explore it?
put
He
her
doesn't
best
know.
foot forward at Paradise. She's not gonna act crazy like she did
Yeah,
with Subin.
we'll see. It will be
And he
interesting to
thought she
see.
was a nice girl in Paradise.
Yeah. So Jae-jin, and then the next pairing is Jae-jin and Hyun-woo. The girls all are doubtful of Jae-jin's chances. He doesn't really like. No one thinks he's going to win. The hosts don't. We don't either. Let's
Oh
be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. He's so skinny. That's why.
Yeah, he gets pushed down straight away. Like he gets like
Yeah,
pushed
Hyun-woo
like
just like pushes
twice,
him. He's gone.
twice.
He's like,
It must be quite embarrassing in front of the girls, but
yeah, yeah,
like this
yeah,
game in general must be quite embarrassing for all of them. Like
yeah. Like
whoever loses.
it hurts their masculinity a lot. I
Oh yeah,
think.
definitely. Especially if you get pushed down there. But I think Jae-jin's the best to like not care.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he laughed it off. He laughed it off, and he was like, he was quite funny because when they got back in the line, Jae-jin was looked over to Hyun-woo straight when he goes, "You're not even wet." Like he's making himself
yeah.
look
Oh
bad.
yeah,
I mean, like for him to say things
yeah,
like that, he's quite a confident person. He was like, "You're not even wet." Like,
yeah.
and he was
Because he knows
laughing.
this is not his forte. That's why.
Yeah, and he was laughing, but it just proves that he's got no ego. It's quite a nice thing to see. I like it.
Yeah,
Joo-young actually looked really worried for Jae-jin the whole time.
yeah. Because wouldn't you if your man was like really like skinny and he's trying to be
Yeah, but
beaten up by?
so then again, it made me confused as to where her feelings are. Like she said that they're both level Hyun-jae and him, and I think that's true because I
Yeah,
think she
that's
was quite
yeah, yeah,
yeah. So Hyun-jae and Soo-bin are the next pairing. That was quite intense, that one. And they couldn't hear the countdown in
Hyun-jae
the first
and
Soo-bin. They couldn't hear the
Steven.
countdown in the first round, so no one was on the ball. So it went into extra time.
Yeah,
And
I thought Steven would win, but like it was like yeah, it was
Hyun-jae
neck and
won
neck.
last minute. In the last minute, he kind of
Yeah,
grabbed the ball. Hyun-jae said that he was really determined because he was talking to Joo-young earlier in the day, and she said she really loves fried chicken. So he said, yeah, they really bonded over this. Another thing they have in common. She was like, "I love fried chicken." He said, "Yeah, I eat fried chicken 2 to 3 times a week." So that was driving him to win today because he wanted to give her fried chicken. But there's not a flex to say that you eat fried chicken, any fried stuff, 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, it's not good for you. Sung-min and
chicken mother,
I-geon, huh?
okay
Chicken lover.
mother.
Oh, okay,
No, I said
mother.
okay mother, not chicken mother. Okay mother,
I thought you said chicken lover.
mother.
Okay.
No,
So
I didn't.
then it's
Why would I say that? Why?
I
Why?
don't
Just
know.
think about it.
So Sung-min and well, I like chicken, but Sung-min and I-geon then go into then they go battle, and this is obviously a battle for Go-eun. They both like her, and it ends up
Yeah,
being a flag grab, and Sung-min wins. He's quite fast. It's quite speedy, but also
yeah.
I-geon falls, and that would have really hurt his ego. He. This is not a game for him to lose,
But
you know.
also, were you noticing that he was wearing like his swim trunks quite high, like an old man?
No,
It looked like really like old manny, his
it's
swim trunks and
Sung-min,
everything.
I-geon.
No, no, not Sang-min, Egon. Like
Yeah,
it
but
looked
then he's
very
also older, isn't he? Like he is the daddy
yeah,
of the group, so
yeah,
not daddy, but daddy,
yeah.
dad, father. Okay, so
Not daddy.
Seung-il, not daddy, no. So Seung-il and Hyun-jae then have their. So then it's the semi-finals. Okay, so it's Seung-il and Hyun-jae. So Minji was hoping that Seung-il. She was saying, "I secretly hope he will lose because he was pretty scratched up, but also because she's scared she's gonna pick. He's gonna
yeah.
pick Mina-sue,
Okay.
which is genuine concern. Yeah.
Also, what did you think of Seung-il's abilities? Did you see this in him, like that he's going to be a good fighter, like a martial artist kind of person? Seung-il.
Seung-il, yeah, he was quite good with the grapple things and stuff, but he might have just watched Physical 100.
No, he's definitely like a jujitsu person or something like that. He definitely probably does jujitsu because the way he's moving, like with the arms at the bottom, that stance, yeah, is like very like jujitsu-esque. It's not
Well,
like
they
a
all said
judo
that
kind
they're
of thing.
pretty sporty and stuff, so
Yeah,
maybe
but
that's one of
this
the
is
sports he
clearly
does. Probably one of the sports he does.
yeah. But you didn't see anyone else with any martial art moves.
No, yeah. So Minji was said that about Seung-il, and it was Seung-il against Hyun-jae. So Joo-young was cheering on Hyun-jae, of course, because she really wanted to have fried chicken. So they went into overtime, and Seung-il won. Mina-sue was quite impressed with him. She was like, "He looks hot," obviously. So Sung-min, the next semi-final was Sung-min and Hyun-woo. So Go-eun was quite worried about Sung-min getting hurt, she said, and he had to bleed. Did you see he had a cut from his knee? He was bleeding from his knee.
Oh yeah. It was bleeding, right? Why didn't they like plaster up? Because isn't that like what about blood? You know, blood-borne diseases and stuff like that. Don't
Oh,
they
I
have
don't.
to do that? Health and safety. There was no health and safety there. Like you don't want other people's blood on you. There's like loads of diseases that can be passed through
Yeah.
that.
So Go-eun was worried about. So yeah, he's got. So this went to overtime, and it went beyond that because then it went into flag grab, and Hyun-woo
Yeah.
won with his sneaky skills of running up the trench and going around the periphery.
Oh yeah. What did you
So
think
he
about
was
that?
very smart.
What did you think
Well, he
about
could have
that?
fallen as he went up. That was quite like he was like a
Impressive.
and then he went round. Yeah.
Like
He was
that.
very determined. But I was really impressed with Sung-min in general. Like he went so far because he also went into
Yeah.
extra time with Hyun-woo, who's quite strong.
Oh yeah.
So I
That
mean,
was impressive.
yeah, for an optician, he didn't do too bad, did he? So sorry, opticians out there, if you're listening, but we're not hating on you. It's just like
Anyway.
he comes across as a bit meek.
Yeah.
So Seung-il and Hyun-woo is the final. No? Yeah.
So
So basically, I
yeah.
don't understand why this was such a big deal, this final, because they all both wanted different girls anyway. But it was like first and
But
second place.
it doesn't determine who they get to pick for to go to
It
paradise or
doesn't get
anything, does
whoever
it?
gets to pick first. The winner gets to pick first. So in case they both like the
Oh.
same girl, then
Yeah, but they
it's
don't like the
important
same
to go
girl, so it
first.
doesn't
But they
matter.
don't. So it
Doesn't
didn't
really
really
matter.
matter. It was a low
Yeah.
stakes, but this was just a thing of like who won, like their egos, more of a like a
Yeah.
I'm the manly one. So
I'm man. I win.
it ended up with a flag grab, and Hyun-woo won again with his sneaky technique. I don't know why Seung-il didn't think to just do that as well then. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
I told you he's brain dead. That's why he can't see things like the rest of us can.
yes, so most of the hosts think that Seung-il is going to pick Hyun-woo is going to pick Go-eun. I think that's obvious
Yeah,
logic.
obviously.
Um,
Seung-il is definitely going to pick. I think,
Mina-sue.
Mina-sue
Yeah.
for
So
Paradise. I think. I don't know about. I think he might take what's her name, Minji, to this date, to the chicken date, and break it to her like nicely that I'm gonna go to
yeah,
Paradise
so
with.
sorry, I might have actually during this recap and this last bit, I might have been saying that Minji's worried that he's going to take it to Paradise, but this is obviously for a meal. It's not Paradise. This is for the meal
Yeah.
date. So this is when the hosts deliberate. Like, is he going to take Minji for the meal date to like appease her, and then take Mina-sue for the Paradise, or is he going to take Mina-sue for the
Yeah,
meal
that's what I
date
think.
and then take Minji? So what do you think he's going to take for the meal date?
He's going to take Minji and break it to her nicely that I'm going to be taking Mina-sue to Paradise and hope
Yeah,
for the best. And I think that that's what Minji thinks as well.
yeah.
And I think Mina-sue thinks that as well. I think they're all on board. Like they got the same mentality, and I think the
Yeah, I
hosts think
think
that
I
as
think
well.
he's going to take Minji for the meal date. Yeah, because it makes sense. They've been to Paradise already. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so we don't know the game, so that's where the cliffhanger is. He's like the pissin chega. Is that what it is?
What?
They always say chega.
Yeah. Tega. Yeah.
I think it means the person.
That
Or
means I. It means I.
oh,
It means
chega.
I.
Okay, the person I want to. So there's a cliffhanger. We don't know what's going to happen. And that's the end of episode 6.
Yeah, give us 5 stars. We're going to be back next week. We're only going to put out 1 episode next week because we're very, very busy, both of us.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Singles Inferno. We're going to put out other episodes of other stuff, so don't worry, you'll still have things to listen to. But there's only going to be 1 episode of Singles Inferno, and that'll be episode 7. And then the week after that, can we do 2 episodes, or will we just do 1 again? 2, maybe.
I'm not sure. Just watch this space. Okay, it's going to be 1 episode of it'll be probably in 2 parts, but there'll be episodes up of Singles Inferno next week for one of the episodes, but split in 2.
Yes, in 2 parts. So you'll have 2 episodes really.
Yeah.
So give us 5 stars. We really need the ratings, guys, because that way we know that we're like, you want us to continue. And share this with all your friends and family that watch Singles Inferno. Share it on social media. We're on social media too, on everything. We're like, the links to our social media are in the description of this podcast, and also we're on YouTube and everything. Like us on everything. Share. Bye. We'll see you really soon. Bye.
See you.